Stay tuned and let's take a look at the Power Rangers Lightning Collection Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles Morphed Shredder. Pow and welcome back to the channel, Dan Who Reviews. As always, my name is Dan W. Make sure you are following me on Instagram at It's Dan Who. And remember, you can now hit that join button and become a channel member as well. Quite simply show some love or join the members club. Much appreciated. Today we are taking a look at the Power Rangers Lightning Collection Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles Morphed Shredder. Now, it is no secret that two of my favourite franchises growing up were the Power Rangers and Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. And we have now got them crossed over in figure form. And you know I love a good villain as well. So what would happen if Shredder got hold of the Dragon Coin? Well, Shredder would be the Green Ranger, and that's exactly what we have here in plastic. It looks beautiful, and I know there has been Power Rangers and Turtles crossovers in the past, but let's pretend that didn't happen, because in 2019, Boom Studios and IDW Comics released a series where the Turtles crossed over with the Power Rangers. And the Turtles actually morphed into the Power Rangers, which blows my mind. But of course, they needed a big bad, and that is how we have got Morphed Shredder here as well. He got the Dragon Coin off Tommy. So obviously, I've brought all the figures in this set, so I'm going to be doing all the comparisons in this video today. And yeah, I'm excited for this one. So it is in the standard Lightning Collection packaging, so I'm assuming it's going to scale beautifully with all these figures. It is the lime green, though, obviously for Turtles, but we get Shredder here on the side. Lightning Collection, Morphed Shredder on the front, spin it round on the back, and we just get a digital render of Shredder. No cross sale, which again is a massive shame, because people just discovering these for the first time won't know there's other figures in this line. So Hasbro, get some cross sale on there, but we know there are more figures in this line. So without further ado, let's get them open. So here we have Morphed Shredder out of the packaging with his accessories, which are power effects and an interchangeable set of fisted hands. But before we do anything, let me just do this, please, because I've been dying to see it. Green Ranger and the NECA Toon Shredder. Literally, that is what this is. This is an amalgamation of Shredder if he had the Dragon Coin and was the Green Ranger. So as I said, it's literally smash them together and you get this guy, this Morphed Shredder from that comic, and it is beautiful. And a soft good cape as well. Like, this is something we rarely see in Lightning Collection, if at all. So they have gone the extra mile with this. This looks really nice. Definitely going to make the posing so much better. So let me put his hands down to the side for a minute, because I want to just get a sort of sense of scale. So I've got the tape measure here, and he is a little bit top heavy. I don't know if that's because of the cape. You've just got to balance him up right. But let me get the tape measure here, and let's have a look. He is just a smidge under 7 inches tall. So as I said, he will be more imposing and bigger than your average Lightning Collection. So we'll go for accessories, but first, let's take a closer look. Starting up top, and I don't want to start on a negative, but does my helmet look a little bit wonky? It seems like it's sort of leaning to one side a little bit, and even the face mask is off center a tiny bit. So I don't know, it's not something terrible. The eyes are a little bit like one's higher than the other. I don't know, it's just, I don't know, it just seems a little bit off, which is a shame. But you can see what they're trying to do here. They've got the Shredder helmet, of course, with like the dragon sort of stylized look, if you will. So you've got the dragon helmet from the Green Ranger, and then you've got that Shredder helmet as well. As I said, they have tried to merge the two. So I see what they're going for. I just think my one's a little bit off center. This eye is definitely higher than that one. But again, maybe I'm being nitpicky. But the red eyes on the visor is accurate to the comics. We also get the red diamonds there, and then the red dragon eyes, and then the rest is like a very nice chrome, and it has got like a textured pattern in there with the lines. And you can even see battle scars on the face mask as well. You can literally see scratches and bumps on there. So that's really good. You spin that all the way around, that chrome sort of metallic, and then you've got points, and even the dragon has a few little scales up there on top as well. So the helmet is pretty nice. I just think mine's a little bit wonky. The dragon shield is really nice. This is a separate piece, of course. You can lift that up and you can see the soft good cape with that flat sort of ninja uniform under there. So that covers that up really well. So I'm assuming if you pop the head off, you'll be able to take this off, and I'll try that in a minute. But it does hide the cape really well and keeps it in place. And yeah, because it's a soft good cape as well, it's not going to hinder the articulation. And you can see the butterfly joints there. You can see the the ball joint up here on the abs, as well as the ab crunch. Like, this guy's going to have a lot of range. What I like, though, you've actually got the dragon shield, dragon like coin in the Morphed. You can actually see it sculpted look. That's very nice on this purple sash. And again, the purples and greens, nice amalgamation. You've got like the light grey wraps underneath the gauntlets, which are nice and gold, and it looks spiky, but it's made of a soft plastic, and even that has got like a nice texture to it. Same with the wraps up here, and even the shoulder pad. I missed them completely. Hidden under there, look, I didn't even see, but you can see these nice gold shoulder pads, which match the band there around the arm, there on the gauntlets, on the wrists, and then again here, the shredders on the actual hands, which are a nice touch. And these are open palm hands. That bit's sculpted, but not painted in on the hands. Maybe they missed a bit there. And then round on this side, same, really nice detail. As I said, nice spikes, nice texture, looking good. But it's a flat green, which I'm fine with. It's a ninja uniform. There's obviously muscle definition in there, but no extra sort of arm or anything. That's all just on the arms. But the sash with the actual Morphed is such a nice touch. Down to the trousers, all green, flat, and then on the knees you actually get a little bit of gold, but that gold is more yellow. It doesn't really match the gold of the shin pad, so that's a bit of a shame. Maybe that's accurate after I look at the comics, but I'd assume the knees would be the same as the shins, but the shins have got the nice spikes on, again, that same texture, really nice, and then you've got the chrome shoes with a little bit of gold on there, little bit, and again, the way they're sculpted, it's not, look, the articulation is all there. Like, this guy is going to be very easy to move around. Spin it around at the back, you can see the sash all the way through, but no real details. It's a shame that the knee joint for the double joint is in that gold. Like, shame that should be green, and then the only bit that gold should be the front plate. But again, that's me just being nitpicky. Overall, the character design looks great. So let's have a zoom out and see what we can do here. Let me try and take the head off. Oh, I don't know did I just break something? I hope not. Maybe I should warm this up. No, there you go. Okay, the helmet's off. Helmet's off, the dragon shield can come off. Oh, okay, and the cape seems to be glued to the... Oh, no, it's not. It's all separate. There you go. So you can have him without the cape if you don't want him. With the cape, like I know some people don't like soft goods, head will pop back on there, and now you have a capeless shredder, so you can actually see the bare arms, which some people may appreciate because the bare arms go all the way up to the shoulders, and now you can get this guy posed up without the cape. But I do like the cape, and it's a nice contrast. It matches the sash, of course, which is plastic. So let's put that back on, but let's look at it first, right? There we go. So soft good cape. It's got a few holes. That's the hole for the dragon shield, of course, and then there's some tatters and rips down here. There's no bendy wire in it or anything like that, but it does seem to sit quite nice, to be fair to them. So let's take this back off, this dragon shield off. There's a button there at the back, a clip. So put that through there, over there, and then you line that up with the hole on the back, as you can see. Dragon shield goes back on, and then we line all that back up, and it holds it in place very nicely. And as I said, it sits over the shoulders. But he's headless. Let's get the head back on. And there you go. So, yeah, you can literally drape that over him a little bit. Literally covers his arms out at the front. So, yeah, I look forward to see what people do with this guy. I think people are going to really like this guy. He's big, imposing. He can move around. The soft good cape's a nice touch. Very accurate to what we see in the comics. And who doesn't love the Green Ranger, right? So, as I said, you've got Green Ranger, you've got Shredder, and yeah, this guy looks really good. So as I mentioned, the hands on the figure straight out of the box are like these open palm, quite expressive hands. You can actually see the strap, as I mentioned, like sculpted on there, but it's painted in flesh, which is a little bit of an oversight, but not a big deal. But we do get these expressive open palm hands with those shredder blades as well on the forearms. But we do get a set of fisted hands, and I tell you this much, I do not want to get punched in the face by Shredder when he's got these blades sticking off his forearms. No, thank you. That is a life ender. But they look great for display, but that's not all. We also get these sort of effect pieces. Now you get two of these. Let me show you these real quick. They're translucent blue, really nice, sort of look like water, if you will, but they're sort of curved in a way to give it a sort of swinging effect, because with either of the hands, if you get the blade, if I zoom in a little bit there, what you do is you line these up, and there are two little holes in there. So you literally line them up, if I can do it on camera, one there, one there. Is that working right? And you literally push them through, and now you can see the blade through the effect piece, and it gives you this sort of swoosh effect. So you can sort of swing, and it gives it a little bit more dynamicness for the display, which I always like. So if I put the other one on, now obviously you guys out there can pose it better than me, but with both of the effect pieces on, it does give you a nice dynamic sort of pose for the shelf. And as I said, these will literally fit on both of the hands. All you have to do is put them onto the claws. But again, it brings him to life a little bit, and I like it. You sort of swinging effect Now, it's not very hard to make this guy look great on a display, and that's because he has a great range of motion. So let's go through it real quick in regards to articulation, because I know a lot of people out there will really appreciate how much movement you get on this guy. So firstly, I'll keep the soft good cape on, but it won't hinder anything. So first, we get that there. So the arms will go all the way up, literally past 90, no problem at all. There is a swivel at the top of the bicep as well. Double jointed elbows. It only gets stuck because of the shoulder pads. Otherwise, you could probably touch his shoulder. No problems there. Hinge and swivel there at the wrist as well. No problem. As well as a very nice butterfly joint like there. You can see it. That's really good. Back and forward, lots of movement there. So no hindrance at all with that cape. That's really, really good. Staying close up real quick, let me show you how this works. So you've got the ab crunch here, and then you've got the waist cut there with the ball joint for the diaphragm. So like so much tilt and swivel up there, and then you've still got the crunch as well. So if I zoom out a minute and we utilize all of this, he can literally check on his shoes. Like, that is so good. He can literally probably look under his legs at this point. So that's really, really good. Back, pretty good as well. Bend his legs a little bit and the guy can start in a limbo contest. So yeah, that's not bad at all. That's really good. So there's no waist cut because it's not necessary. There is a sculpted line, but that's so the belt stays in place. All the swivel is up top at that cut of the diaphragm. So up there, ball joint, ab crunch, beautiful, loads of motion there. The head, I should say, is on a hinge and ball. So you can sort of get him looking down and bend it back and get him looking up, and then there's a ball up there as well. So a little bit of movement, not hindered too much by the dragon shield. The dragon shield, as I've mentioned, separate piece, so doesn't get in the way. Moving down to the legs, he will sort of do the splits. That's not bad at all. There's a swivel up there at the thigh, double jointed knees. Let me get the cape out the way. Get out the way, cape. Bend that back. Come on, there you go. He can kick his own ass all day long. Literally kick his sash. No problem at all. That's pretty good. Moving down to the boots, they've very cleverly got a boot cut in there. So if I show you, from the front you can't see because you've got the shin pads, but the boot cut is back here. So you can get the swivel there, and the sort of shin pad hides that from the front. So that's really good. And then on the feet, of course, you've got ankle, pivot, and rocker, all that good stuff. There's your pivot, there's your rocker, there's your hinge, ball, like pegs there. So yeah, like this guy, zoom out. It's, as I said, it's so easy to get him looking cool on a shelf, and it's such a cool character concept within itself. Two of my favourite franchises. Obviously, the villain gets hold of the Green Ranger's Power Ranger coin, and just, yeah, like, just as a piece on its shelf without the turtles, this guy looks good. But yeah, crazy. I'm really impressed with this. I'm impressed with all the lines so far. But yeah, this guy looks so good. So of course, stand there, Shredder, and let's get into some comparisons. So of course, we have to start off with this. And yes, I've already showed you, but let's look at it again, because here we have Shredder, the NECA Toon version, against the Lightning Collection Green Ranger. And as I said, it's basically that in figure form, and it's a beautiful sight. And it definitely looks like the two character designs have been merged together. So bravo, whoever designed this character, it is spot on. So of course I'm going to show you some turtles, but it's Shredder. And when I think Shredder, I instantly think of Bebop and Rocksteady. So here we have both of them compared to this Morph Shredder, and he's still a little bit taller than them. So I actually think these actually scale quite well together. And even though the colour palettes are different because these are the NECA Toon versions, it still sort of works. I don't think it's bad at all. I feel the same way with these NECA cartoon foot soldiers. I know the character designs are a little bit quirky, but they are gangly robots. But Shredder is still taller than them, and I think he fits in scale. And the colour match is not too bad. Like, again, I think this will work on a display. Here we have some Lightning Collection Putty Patrollers. And what do you get if you cross foot soldiers with the Putty Patrollers? You get the Putty Foot Soldiers, and that's exactly what we already have in Lightning Collection. We get one packed with Raph, because it is, of course, what also Tommy wears. So this should have definitely been a single pack figure or a two pack, as I want an army build. I at least want one more to flank Shredder on a display. But yeah, we need to get more of these out, Hasbro, because Shredder needs some goons to help him fight. Not that he needs help, because that guy's a tank as it is. And of course, here we have Shredder compared to a couple of the Ninja Turtle Power Rangers with the best turtle, Donatello, of course, and Leonardo. And again, he scales great. He's bigger and taller, a little bit more imposing, as he should be. Here we have Mikey, the Yellow Ranger, and of course, April O'Neil as the Pink Ranger. And of course, to show some love to the Red Ranger fans, and of course Raphael, of course, here we have Raphael as the Red Ranger and Jason as the Lightning Collection Red Ranger, just to see how he scales with some average Lightning Collection figures. And again, perfect. So in the comic, the Rangers do get new ninja uniforms from Splinter, and we don't have them in figure form, so this is the next best thing. Here we have a couple of the Ninjetti Rangers, just to see how they scale with Shredder, with Adam and Kimberly, of course. And again, scales great. And wow, what a villainous trio, as here we have Shredder compared to Lord Zed and Rita, who both also appear in the comic, and they look much the same. So this will definitely work for a display, and Shredder scales great. And of course, to wrap up, let's do some Marvel Legends. So here we have Frogman and Tigra. And finally, Captain Britain, who can go toe for toe with this Shredder in regards to scale. And Hal, Fire, Hank. So, final thoughts, I may be a little bit biased, as these are still two of my favourite franchises. Both Power Rangers and Turtles are so nostalgic and bring me so much joy, even to this day, through my collecting. And the toys were just meant to be, like Turtles and Power Rangers combined, it just makes sense. And the comic was so much fun, and the figures are just so good. Honestly, I've only opened a couple, but so far they are blowing me away, and I can't wait to add them to the shelf. So make sure you stick around on the channel and keep an eye on the videos tab and the playlist, as I will be reviewing all of the figures in this set. I've already done a couple, but you let me know what you think. Are you in on this line? Do you like Power Rangers and Turtles? Do you like the idea of them together? Can you still appreciate the concept, even if you're not a particular big fan of either or? Let me know all of that good stuff in the comments below, because I don't know how anyone can say these figures don't look good. They're so good. But yes, I'm rambling. You know what to do. If you like what you see, if you like me talking toys, then please, please, please hit that subscribe button. Much, much appreciate you can also hit that join button and become a channel member as well. Either show some love or join the members club. Much, much appreciated. You can follow me on Instagram at It's Dan Who. And I'm on Twitter as well at Dan Who Reviews. Tweet me and let me know how much you like these figures. And as always, I will see you on the next one.